Welcome to my YouTube channel, and today we are going to be designing a propeller wheel. Yeah, I was just sitting thinking of what to design, and this just came to my mind. Why not design a propeller? Just a few minutes, something just a very short clip. Yeah, so I started designing the design from the front plane. So designing, I had the center line because I was going to use the revolved bus base. So I just started drawing I drew the geometry, then I was dimensioning. But actually I don't have any specific dimensions for this, so I'll just assuming some dimensions. So I wanted to dimension it from the first line, but I decided to make the dimension a diameter. So that's why I clicked the upper line and the center line that would give me that diameter that I used there. Then I dimensioned the top, then also the arc. I used tangent arc for that. Then I went ahead to dimension it, since I was not with any specific dimension with me, so I had to toggle between different dimensions to see the one that will best fit the shape. Okay, so I wanted to revolve it, but I discovered that I had not completed the geometry. It was an open sketch, so it didn't revolve, except I would have used thin features. So I went back to draw the line, and now here is I've revolved it. Now here is the revolved bus base. So now I want to design the propeller blades. Now I want to design the propeller blades, so I would create a new plane that, because propeller blade has a specific height, that I would from there I'll use lofted bus base to create the dimension, to create the geometry for that. So I created a new plane, then I started drawing the sketch for the propeller blades. So I was just trying to, okay, what dimensions do I use? What dimensions do I use? I first went with 12 millimeters there for the thickness of the blade. Then I just used relations to relate the edge of that triangle to that line there of the propeller shaft. So I continued designing. I designed all that, just trying to look for the best dimensions that would fit for this propeller. Yeah, I'm trying to fully define the sketch right now. Okay, it's still underdefined, so I was like, okay, which dimension is left, I had to try to move it around to see where the constraint will be. Then I discovered it, then I had to dimension that part. Then now it is fully defined. As you can see, the sketch is highlighted blue. So right now the sketch is fully defined. I would exit the sketch now. Then that's the first part of the top part of the blade. Now I'm going to design the bottom part of the blade. So, and since the blade is going to be a twist, so I would need to find an angle to draw the geometry of the blade that would best fit that twist, because it's going to be at an angle now. So I first went with this, just first dimensioning, just drawing the rectangle, then adding the sketch relations to it. I added the relation to that, but I discovered that if I did that, there will be an edge coming outside, protruding outside from the back. So I had to undo that, then do the relationship from the top edge, so that everything will be in the shaft of the propeller. Then I continued with the dimension that. That's when I wanted to dimension everything accurately to fully define the sketch, and it was still underdefined. So I was okay, what's wrong with this sketch now? What do I do to fully define the sketch? So okay, I've not put, I discovered that I had not put an angle to it. Oh, so I went back to put an angle. Yeah, then now the sketch is fully defined. It is fully defined, so I can now exit sketch. And use the lofted ball space to create the propeller blade. So creating the lofted ball space now, I have to clear that section first, then select the two relating edges to create the loft. And here that's our loft. Then I discovered the height that I used for the blade is too much, so I went back to edit the. Okay, first of all, I edited the length of the blade itself. I had to change that length, but I discovered it's not long enough. Actually, it's not long. It's supposed to be long. It's supposed to be long enough to the edge of that split line there. Then yeah, now I think it's better. Then I still went back to change the dimension of the lower part also. I deleted that dimension there so that I'll be able to move the sketch well. Also delete that one. Okay, I changed the length, because the length of the other one was 201 millimeters. So this one also I used 201 millimeters. Then I dimensioned the angle to fully define the sketch. And now here we have it. That looks way better. So now I would change the height of the blade of the propeller blade now to make it a bit shorter. Then from there I still went ahead to reduce the thickness. Remember, I didn't have any dimensions with me, so I was just trying to find the dimensions that will best fit this model, just for something, Then after doing that, I went ahead to add fillet just to create that curve around the propeller blades, yeah. Just increase it. That was too much. Came back down. Yeah, and that was it. Now the fillet has been created. So now we have our first propeller blade. So what we're going to do now is I just use the circular sketch pattern to pattern that blade that I have, that single blade that I have designed. So I use the feature tree to select the propeller blade, both the blade and both the loft and the fillet. Then I use the number. Alright, so after doing that, after using circular sketch pattern to make 5 complete blades, then I added appearance using, I used iron, or is it steel? I went ahead to use steel, and just to find the best fit. So I had to make sure everything, the appearance wasn't just on one part. And now here we have the propeller. So now we can render this using our render tools from the SolidWorks add-ins. So we can render that now. So we just wait for some time for it to render, because yeah, my system GPU is not all right. So here is it. So it's still very, very grainy, but as we wait for it, it would keep fine-tuning and getting smoother. And see, as you can see it now, it's getting smoother and smoother and smoother. So the longer you wait, the better the image, the better the rendering is. The longer you wait, the better the rendering. The longer you wait, the better the rendering. So you can just wait as long as you want. But for the SolidWorks software I use, I have this SolidWorks add-ins. So that's why I have this render tool inside the interface of the software. And that concludes this video. Let me know what to design next. And don't forget to subscribe.